Welcome back to the update. Happy to be joined once again by Mike Stone. And we can touch on Tigers first if you like. We can touch on Lions first if you like. Which direction would you like to go?
Let's go with the Tigers because they're playing for real.
I'll tell you, when you look at this stretch from August 16th until now, this is where they won the AL Central. 9-3, 3-0 from Verlander, 2-0 from Pfister. You got a good outing from Porcello. Even Phil Koch did well during this stretch. I think they put a lot of the doubters to rest.
I think so, too. And you said they've already won the division. I said it, too, on the radio this week. Unless something crazy happens where the White Sox get amazingly hot, because I think Cleveland's too banged up, so they can't do it. If the Tigers, even if they play a little below 500, it would take an unbelievable effort by Chicago to do it. And they're playing good. They're getting pretty, except for today, really good starting pitching. And the bullpen, although it makes your heart skip a couple of beats, they've been getting the guys out. And guys like Schlereth and Ryan Perry this week, that could be very important, especially with Albuquerque on the 15 DDL.
Guys who've taken a lot of heat deserve some credit.
Yes.
Likewise does Dave Dombrowski. Consider the moves he made here. Delman Young for a bag of peanuts has been nothing but spectacular. And Pfister, since he's settled in, has been doing a fantastic job, too. If those guys contribute, this is a different team.
Oh, absolutely. Young's been very good. Betemit, when he does play, has been pretty damn good. And you mentioned Pfister. He's been, right now, he's the third guy in the playoff rotation. See, I'm already talking playoffs. He's the third guy in the playoff. He's the third guy ahead of Porcello, who has a big start coming up this week as well. David Pauly hasn't exactly lit it up, but, that's okay.
And I like what we see this week with the rotation because you get another chance to take a peek at Jacob Turner on Thursday afternoon against the Royals.
Right.
And you got Verlander set up for the weekend series against the White Sox, which takes on new meaning because they'll likely be the team that comes in second place. You can bury them.
You're right. And usually I don't like the fact that he's going to, give him an extra day rest. But if he can pitch against the team that's going to be in second place, I'm all for that. And even though he won his 20th yesterday, he knows he didn't pitch that great. So the extra day might actually help him. I think Leland slowly but surely doing the right thing.
If there is one thing to be concerned about, it's Brennan Bosch. I wouldn't be too disappointed if they shelved him because he's already shown that if you do rush back, it's obviously going to be a tender situation there with his thumb.
Absolutely. But what's weird is he's not a great defensive player, but the fact is, as Maglio showed today, he's not the most graceful human being on the face of the earth, and his judgment was not too good. So the less you have of Maglio playing the outfield is better as well. And we have to give it up for Alex Avila. I mean, he's probably looking at his calendar. Why does September have to come? It's August is unbelievable. He's been great, and the fact that he's been doing it behind the backstop, catching as well, has been great.
For him to pick it up after the expected swoon in July after the All-Star break, I didn't expect that. I thought he'd tail off for the rest of the year. So the fact that he's turned it around has been clutch for this team.
Absolutely.
Well, let's hop into the Lions. I think a lot of excited fans leaving Ford Field.
Man.
And I had 3-0, and it's the preseason. But when you go up against the Patriots and you play the way you do, clearly a lot of promise. People just want September 11th to get here.
Oh, you know what? And they were dominant yesterday. I mean, they had the one bad play with the touchdown to Welker, but God, I mean, the defensive line, Sue was unbelievable. Does have to watch that. You don't need to push guys and hopefully, get penalty, hopefully not get penalties. But they were all over. Averill did a great job. The linebackers were active. I can see where they're going to get beat a lot on the screen passes because people are going to say, all right, they're going to come rush us, let us rush. But the offense, look, I know it's only preseason. Stafford looks great. I mean, I'm saying great. I'm not good. Stafford looks great right now, but of course it's preseason.
The line's done a good job protecting him, too. And not only that, but the plays that have been designed for him are quick plays. He gets back, he gets rid of it, and that's what they're going to need because this line has shown over the years that if the quarterback can get rid of the ball quickly, they're going to be a lot better.
I know. And the other thing, I like some of the plays that Scott Linehan was calling yesterday, those little tight end screens. I mean, both Pettigrew and Scheffler had a real good game yesterday. And as a guy who's under the radar, Maurice Stovall, really good on special teams. He's going to be the fourth receiver.
There's no question.
I would think so.
He's been in the end zone. He's been making catches down the stripe. He's been making tackles, unlike me,
not
dropping pens.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to your Stonehead of the Week because this one lit up the phone bank at WXYZ-TV, I'm sure.
Yes, it did at 97 won the ticket. We go back to Wednesday. The Tigers in a tight game with Tampa. Ground ball to third, bases loaded in the bottom of the 10th inning. All Brandon Inge has to do is either run to third, tag the guy coming to third, or throw to first, but he elects to go to second. A Stonehead play by Brandon Inge, but that's not why he's the Stonehead. The reason he's the Stonehead is after the game he said, no big deal, I would do the same thing again. Jim Leland comes on with myself, Bill, and Sarah and says, no, Brandon Inge did the wrong thing, mental mistake. Brandon Inge, Stonehead. When you make a mistake, as I teach my kids, interns, everybody, just fess up.
That's all you got to do.
Exactly.
That's Mike Stone. More of this from 6 to 10 every Monday to Friday on 97.1 The Ticket, and of course every Sunday here on The Update. Well, stay with us. Our high school game of the week, week 2. Who are the finalists? You'll find out right after the break.